If you're over 60, your doctor won't tell you to eat 4 cheeses and avoid 4. A 2023 American Journal of Clinical Nutrition study found that eating the wrong cheese can increase heart disease risk by 40%. The same study found that saturated fats in some popular cheeses can slowly promote clogged arteries, high blood pressure, and transient ischemic events, or small strokes. Unfortunately, many of these cheeses are marketed as gourmet or healthy, making them hazardous. Further, it goes beyond the heart. Certain cheeses can subtly accelerate cognitive decline, raise blood sugar, and increase inflammation. Even something as simple as a grilled cheese sandwich or a creamy wedge on a cracker might set off a health time bomb, especially if you're over 60 and your body's fat and sodium metabolism is impaired. Wait to discover about the most lethal cheese. It's more deadly than warned, and you've probably eaten it. Stay tuned to reveal the cheese experts call a stroke on a plate. No worries, not all cheeses are awful. Some can protect your gut, brain, and bones if you choose wisely. Where are you watching? Comment below before we begin. Subscribe to our channel and like this video for more. Let's start with the top 4 cheeses for over 60s. The 4th item is buffalo or fresh mozzarella. I want to know whether you're watching with me. Type 1 in the comments if this video resonates. If not, type 0. Forget your mozzarella preconceptions. If fresh and barely processed, mozzarella is one of the best cheeses to eat after 60. Real mozzarella, especially buffalo mozzarella, is made using water buffalo milk, salt, rennet, and cultures, unlike the rubbery shredded mozzarella you can buy in plastic bags at the grocery store. This purity produces a cheese with high-quality protein, low sodium, and low saturated fat. A 2022 European Journal of Nutrition study found that older people who ate low-salt fresh cheeses like mozzarella had better vascular flexibility and less arthritic flare-ups. Its high calcium-to-sodium ratio and anti-inflammatory properties likely produce that. Elderly people like the fresh mozzarella's balance. Less lactose makes it easier to digest and rich in calcium, phosphate, and selenium. Buffalo milk has more vitamin A, zinc, and antioxidants. Older people need these nutrients for strong immune systems and good vision. This cheese is also one of the few that contains bioactive peptides, fermentation-produced compounds that decrease blood pressure. Conjugated linoleic acid, which burns fat and reduces inflammation, is abundant in mozzarella. 2 essentials for treating chronic diseases like arthritis and joint discomfort. Additionally, mozzarella is versatile. Try it in a salad, melt it over grilled veggies, or slice it on tomatoes with basil and olive oil for a typical appresi. This is fulfilling without being heavy. Thus, mozzarella is a fantastic daily cheese for immune, bone, and heart health without bloating or raising blood pressure. Feta ranks 3rd. Despite its salty and sour taste, feta often surprises on the good list. However, this is reality. Feta is one of the healthiest cheeses for over 60s in moderation. Feta, manufactured from sheep's milk or a mix of sheep and goat milk, has less lactose than cow's milk cheese and a protein composition that is easier to digest for older digestive systems. The nutritional profile of feta makes it stand out. Although it has less fat than creamier cheeses, it contains calcium, protein, and vitamin B12, which are essential for neurological function, bone strength, and muscle mass as you age. Probiotics, good bacteria for intestinal health, are one of feta's biggest benefits. Drugs and age-related changes can cause digestive issues and reduced microbiome variety in seniors. Therefore, probiotic-rich foods like feta can help improve digestion, reduce bloating, and boost immunity. Due to its brainy flavor, a little goes a long way without overfilling you with calories or sodium, so you don't need much to be content. As a crumbly cheese, portion control is also advised. A few crumbles on roasted veggies or a salad can make dinner more satisfying and nutritious. If salt is a concern for high blood pressure patients, washing feta before usage can reduce its sodium content by 30%. Swiss cheese is 2nd. Swiss cheese offers seniors several health benefits with its characteristic holes and gentle, nutty flavor. Swiss cheese may be most known for its low sodium content, 54 milligrams per ounce, 75% less than most hard cheeses. Swiss is a fantastic choice for seniors who want to enjoy a traditional cheese while managing their blood pressure or heart disease. Swiss cheese, one of the most naturally lactose-free cheeses, decreases lactose to nearly nothing as it ages, addressing the increased lactose sensitivity many adults encounter. Propionibacterium freudenreichi, the bacterial culture used to manufacture Swiss cheese, produces beneficial compounds during fermentation that boost immune function in elderly people, according to studies. Vitamin K2, produced by the same fermentation mechanisms, helps calcium reach bones instead of arteries. Swiss cheese provides 220 milligrams of calcium per ounce, helping older people with bone density loss meet their calcium needs. Protein content is excellent at over 8 grams per ounce, providing the amino acids needed to combat loss that accelerates beyond 60. Swiss, which contains over 16% of the necessary vitamin B12 per ounce, is excellent for brain health since it addresses the decreased B12 absorption that occurs with aging and impacts cognitive performance. Recent research suggests that Alpine-style cheeses like Swiss may reduce inflammation in seniors due to their fatty acid makeup. Swiss cheese's holes are useful for seniors. They are made by gas-releasing bacteria that break down cheese as it aged, making it easier to digest. 1. Goat cheese should be in the fridge after 60. Goat cheese goes beyond creamy goodness. Some of the most nutrient-dense, anti-inflammatory, and easily digested cheeses are available. Goat milk's lipids are naturally structured by short and medium-chain fatty acids. What does that mean for you? They are easier for the liver to handle and less likely to be stored as body fat as your metabolism slows with age. Better yet, goat cheese has less casein, the key dairy protein that many people have trouble digesting, and lactose, making it more digestible and less likely to cause bloating or discomfort. Goat cheese is full of probiotics, which boost immunity, digestion, and mood. With age, gut microbiome diversity decreases, which may lower immunity and increase inflammation. Goat cheese helps restore balance naturally. It also contains zinc, which repairs tissue and boosts immunity, and selenium, which protects the thyroid and antioxidants. Possibly its most underrated benefit is brain health. Goat cheese contains memory-boosting vitamin A and omega-3 lipids. Nutritional cheeses like goat cheese are being examined for their ability to prevent Alzheimer's disease and delay age-related cognitive decline. Unlike processed cheeses, goat cheese has a clear label, few ingredients, no additives, and no artificial substances. Goat cheese improves every meal, whether it's crumbled over a salad, spread on whole grain bread, or omeletted with vegetables. After analyzing the top 4 cheeses, let's address the less desired ones, which you should avoid if you're over 60. American cheese ranks 4th. You may miss grilled cheese sandwiches from your youth, but this cheese-like product shouldn't be part of your diet as you get older. Actually, American cheese isn't cheese. This processed cheese contains emulsifiers, salt, artificial coloring, and preservatives. Consider the salt content alone. One slice represents 15% of your daily recommended intake. Seniors with heart difficulties or hypertension may struggle to control their blood pressure with this high salt load. As we age, gut bacterial balance becomes more important because it influences immune function and inflammatory levels. The smooth texturing emulsifiers have been linked to gut flora problems. Processed cheese often contains artificial phosphates that may inhibit calcium absorption, which is dangerous for elderly people with bone loss. These phosphate additions, which have been studied in elderly populations, have a surprising relationship with increased vascular calcification, which occurs naturally as people age. The convenience isn't worth the health risks when there are superior cheese options that satisfy your hunger without the uncomfortable additives. The third, blue cheese. Now things get complicated. Blue cheese is often considered gourmet, however it can hurt older individuals. The marbled mold isn't just for taste. Activated penicillium mold produces biogenic tyramine and histamine. Younger, healthy people break these down quickly. The body's enzymatic function slows with age, so these chemicals persist and cause harm. Food Chemistry reported in 2023 that older people who consume large amounts of tyramine may experience migraines, elevated blood pressure, and cardiac arrhythmias. Some folks start this biochemical roller coaster with dizziness and end with ER visits. Blue cheese's mold concentration increases listeria contamination, especially if it's soft, unpasteurized, or improperly stored. That infection can kill immunocompromised persons. Its quiet impact is scary. Initial symptoms may include light palpitations, a throbbing headache, or a flushed face. Then comes chest tightness, ringing in the ears, and a heavy feeling of pressure that is often mistaken for aging or stress. Your vascular stability is deteriorating due to neurotoxic stress. If you have renal or high blood pressure difficulties, avoid blue cheese. This cheese is among the saltiest on the market with nearly 400 milligrams of sodium per ounce. Milder cheeses have twice as much. With some blue cheese's high cream content, you're facing a perfect storm of hazards that can block your arteries and raise your blood pressure. Many don't link their favorite blue cheese wedge to their frequent stomach aches or headaches. It often causes mysterious, persistent problems in older people. Second, cream cheese. Cream cheese doesn't seem objectionable. Soft and spreadable, it complements morning bagels. This velvety sensation hides a potentially hazardous fat bomb, especially for those over 60. Cream cheese is high in saturated fat and low in protein. It gives you a low-nutrient, high-calorie hit that doesn't match your body's nutritional needs. Instead, it encourages stomach fat storage. When paired to a slower metabolism from age-related muscle loss, energy-dense, nutrient-poor cream cheese makes weight management harder. Cream cheese also risks bacterial contamination, which is rarely highlighted. Due to its soft texture, cream cheese is more likely to have listeria, a harmful germ that can harm elderly individuals. Listeria can cause septicemia or meningitis in older adults with impaired immune systems. Even just leaving cream cheese out of the fridge, like at work parties or breakfast spreads, raises the danger. Another stuff. Cream cheese often has honey walnut or strawberry flavors. These versions secretly add sugar, worsening the problem. Sugar raises insulin, which boosts fat accumulation and inflammation. Now you must deal with fat, sugar, and possibly bacteria in what many consider is a harmless morning snack. Unfortunately, this triple threat is often disregarded for people over 60. 1. Spreads made with processed cheese. The processed cheese spread in tubs, jars, or foil triangles deserves the name stroke on a plate. Beware of its innocuous appearance, especially when marketed as kid-friendly or easy to spread. This is the deadliest cheese for folks over 60. Why? Since it has the worst of every previous perpetrator, unusually high sodium, saturated fats, and chemical components. The way processed cheese spreads are created makes them poisonous. They go beyond softened cheeses. The kidney-damaging preservative sodium phosphate is used to chemically treat, emulsify, and stabilize them. Yes, kidney damage. Phosphate additions worsen renal dysfunction, which is more common with age. Their impact on your kidneys can lead to renal failure or sickness. Furthermore, this is hardly a fringe hypothesis. Several studies, notably the National Renal Foundation's, have connected processed food phosphates to renal disease. That's only the start. Some spreads contain trans fats, or partly hydrogenated oils, which are banned in many countries yet found in some cheap cheeses. Trans fats raise LDL and lower HDL, increasing the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Due to its creamy texture, some think it's lighter than hard cheese. Nutrition is considerably worse. Synthetic chemicals' inflammatory impact on brain function may exacerbate cognitive loss in those over 60. This cheese should be taken from the fridge today. It is biologically aggressive and unhealthy. Cheese need not harm health beyond 60. Choose it carefully, and it might be one of your nutritional toolbox's tastiest. Key is knowing which ones eventually act against and assist your aging body. We want your response now. How often do you eat these cheeses? Have you tried replacing dangerous ones with healthier ones? Comment your ideas and experiences below. Like listening to them. Thanks for watching.